So if you can hear the TV, I'm sorry, I'm watching Hoarders. I wanted to do a cosplay talk today, and this might seem like one of the more underrated things because not a lot of people think to do this with their cosplay. But an important part of cosplay is footwear. Whether it be shoes or boots or high heels, anything. I'd rather get cheap boots that still look good rather than having to spend $50 on a pair of shoes that I have to make moderations to cost more money by like fabrics and in my case fur. But I figured I would do like a cosplay on a budget series on this channel. So what I'm going to be talking about today is boots. I made these. Yeah. Basically what I did, I took a pair of boots or a shoe that I wasn't going to miss. It didn't bother me that I was never going to see the original shoe again. So I just kind of took it, and it's an airwalk shoe. I used a shoe as a base. I did not use a shoe pattern. I could have just bought like a pair of knockoff Uggs from like Walmart or something, but I couldn't find any. So I just took my shoe that I hadn't worn since grade 12, and first thing that I did is I took brown fabric that I used to make my Legend of Korra gender bend, the part that goes on her backside. I used that fabric because the fabric for that and the fabric for the boot match. They're an exact color match. So I did that, and I didn't have a pattern. What I did is I took the fabric and I placed it tight on the shoe. I cut like a rectangle, placed it tight on the shoe, and hot glued this part here. When that was stuck, I held it even tighter, and I put more fabric into this part of the shoe, and I sewed that up. And that looks really, really good. I was really impressed that I actually was able to do that. So then I moved on to this. What I wanted to do was I wanted it to still fit around my leg. This is a lot longer than what the actual Legend of Korra boot actually looks like. But if you scrunch it up, because I wanted to give it like that effect. And plus I still needed to be able to get the shoe on because I can't pull on this without it coming off. So basically what I did is I took fabric and I measured it around my leg, and then I added some extra and then even more onto that for a seam allowance. I sewed that up, and then I sewed this tube onto both of my shoes. This one, not quite done yet, but not too worried about that. So now, and then instead of buying fur from Walmart, I had two sand hats that had never been worn. They were perfectly white. One of them's in my washing machine now because I accidentally spilt something on it. Or not washing machine. So I just sewed with white thread along the boot, and I'll show you what I do to get it on. I scrunch up the fabric like this, which would probably really be good for like a vinyl cosplay, because then you can just do this only with like a heel. You heard some seams break, but it's just, you might have heard some of the thread breaking, but it's hard adjusting my foot size with everything. And then what I do is I have a pair of pants that I wear these with and then I do that, and there you have your like Legend of Korra boot. Instead of painting the sole, like the rim of the shoe, because this was originally white, I painted it black and like some of the white still showed through, so I took electrical tape and I just wrapped it around, and it's like you can hardly tell. It took the shape like of this, like the indentations like in here. You can still see those, and I think that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much what I did for my Legend of Korra boot. I know you can make boot covers, so you don't have to sew everything onto it. You can just Velcro it around your boot, and it would be okay. These boots like these are extremely hard to find, so I just made them myself. I'm gonna have a cosplay progress page up on my DeviantArt account. I'll put that to the side or down below here, or I'll even put it in an annotation by the empty space right by me. But I think altogether this cost me about $12 because the fabric that I used was 12 bucks. So if 12 bucks is all you have, you could probably go to a fabric store. Like I have a fabric land here where I live. They have discounts on amazing fabrics, like really high quality, and more often than not it's in colors that I need for a costume. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah. So I will be back with another cosplay on a budget video hopefully, so I hope you enjoy that. Bye guys.